Haiti, once a beacon of Black liberation and the first nation in the Western Hemisphere to abolish slavery, is now a country in crisis. Gangs dominate its capital, Port-au-Prince, controlling nearly 90% of the city. Lawlessness and fear have replaced the hope that once defined this proud nation. But now, a bold intervention is underway, and Jamaica is taking a leading role. Can our soldiers help bring stability to Haiti, or is this mission destined to fail? To understand why Jamaica is intervening, we must first understand the gravity of Haiti's situation. Since the assassination of President Jovenel Moïse in 2021, Haiti has been plunged into chaos. Armed gangs have filled the power vacuum, terrorizing citizens, recruiting children, and extorting communities. The result? Over 200,000 people displaced, widespread hunger, and a nation on the brink of collapse. Haiti's crisis is not new, and it's not isolated. The country has faced decades of political instability, economic struggles, and failed international interventions. But this time, the Caribbean is stepping up. Jamaica has pledged 200 personnel, including soldiers and police, to join a UN-backed multinational mission. In September 2024, the first wave of Jamaican forces arrived in Haiti. 20 soldiers and 4 police officers joined their Kenyan counterparts as part of a mission to restore order and help Haitian authorities regain control. This isn't Jamaica's first time stepping onto the global stage as a peacekeeper. Our soldiers have a long history of serving in international missions, from Sierra Leone to Liberia. But this time, the stakes are higher. Haiti is a neighbor, a fellow Caribbean nation. Its fate is intertwined with ours. Despite the noble intentions, this mission is fraught with challenges. Haitian gangs are heavily armed, some with military-grade weapons. They're organized, ruthless, and deeply embedded in the fabric of the communities they control. For Jamaica's small contingent, the risks are immense. And then there's the history. Previous international interventions in Haiti have largely failed. The United Nations missions, though well-intentioned, left behind a legacy of controversy, including a cholera outbreak that claimed thousands of lives. Haitians themselves are divided on the issue. Many see these missions as a violation of their sovereignty, while others view them as the only hope for peace. This tension makes Jamaica's task even harder. But what does success look like in Haiti? Is it the dismantling of gangs? The restoration of law and order? Or is it something deeper, creating a foundation for lasting governance and economic growth? Military intervention alone can't solve Haiti's problems. It must be paired with long-term investments in education, healthcare, and economic development. Jamaica's role, while small in scale, could set a precedent for Caribbean-led solutions to regional crises. For Jamaica, this mission isn't without risks. The financial cost of deploying personnel to Haiti will strain a country already grappling with its own economic challenges. And then there's the human cost. Every soldier sent to Haiti is a life placed in danger. But there's also much to gain. Success in Haiti could enhance Jamaica's reputation as a leader in the Caribbean, strengthening our influence on the global stage. It's a delicate balance, one that will be closely watched by both supporters and critics. Haiti's crisis is a test of our region's resilience and solidarity. For Jamaica, it's an opportunity to lead, but it's also a gamble. Can our small nation make a big difference in Haiti? Or will this mission become another chapter in the long history of failed interventions? What do you think? Can Jamaica soldiers make a difference in Haiti? Or is this mission doomed to fail? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.